The final day, but maybe one of the best.
We know how close this is going to be between Joshua and Joseph. They might even get close to that open record. I'm looking forward to it. And here he is, Joseph McDonald, Burger Boy, in his famous burger suit. Trinidad and Tobago, 315 kilos on the bar. Not smiling quite yet. He knows it's a tight battle today for him.
Wow, and that burger is looking all forged up in the squat event. 3 white lights, a good lift from McDonald.
They're very evenly matched, Ngoka and McDonald. Joshua Ngoka has cut down a weight class and only got stronger. His personal best is 370, 4.5 kilos above the world junior record. So on the bar for his opening attempt, Joshua Ngoka, Great Britain, 335 kilos. And look at the speed on that. And 2-1, a good lift, and the fight is on.
Let's go! Come on, boy!
Joseph McDonald, 335 kilos on the bar, 20 kilo jump, moves him provisionally into squat gold, but more importantly, 20 kilos onto that total. He'll be fighting all the way until the end.
Wow, he might be orange like a burger, but he's red hot like the Flash. He's moving quick. 3 white lights.
You know he can grind through a tough squat. The man is 90% quads.
Great stat.
Our final second attempt for Joshua Ngoka, 20 years old. Like I said, cut down and now already well in contention for the 120 fight here. 355 on the bar, a 20 kilo jump and 10.5 kilos off the current world junior squat record. Let's see how much of that speed he can keep with an extra 20 kilos. Still slows down ever so much, but it is so easy for him. And 3 white lights, a good lift, so close to that record. Looking for an extra 12.5 kilos. Joseph McDonald from Trinidad and Tobago, 347.5, 2.5 kilos more than his best squat. To provisionally move him into squat silver, but these extra kilos will be integral if he wants to walk away world champion today.
Come on, Joseph, use those squats.
That's a huge point, but no! And that is trouble for Trinidad and Tobago. If Ngoka makes that third squat, he will be able to catch up and make up ground somewhere, but it certainly will be a tough fight, and we won't have to wait too long to find out if that is the case. Now, final squat attempt for Joshua Ngoka. It seems like GB didn't put in for a chip, which I hope they don't regret. Certainly an odd choice, but all Josh needs to do now is execute 367.5 kilos on the bar for Joshua Ngoka of Great Britain for a new world junior squat record, and those pivotal kilos for the fight against McDonald moving forward. On prognosis, this will keep him 22.5 kilos ahead for the time being. Let's see if he has a world record in him today. Oh, and of course he does. Look at the speed on that. 3 white lights, a good lift, and a new junior world record. And I think worked out very well for him, especially because McDonald missed. Like I said, I still disagree with them not taking the chip, but it doesn't matter. Ngoka is strong enough to not need it at this point. And our penultimate opening attempt, Joshua Ngoka from Great Britain, now opening at 205 kilos. Smooth looking opener for Ngoka.
3 white lights, he's on the board.
Ngoka had certainly made up some ground in the squat, particularly with McDonald missing his final squat, but we know McDonald will certainly make up some ground in bench press. Let's see how this 235 moves.
When someone is self and racking 235, you know they're very strong, and 3 white lights, a solid opener.
Next out, we have Great Britain's Joshua Ngoka, looking to match his personal best here in his second attempt of 215 kilos, moving him into bench press silver provisionally. This 10 extra kilos will keep him a good way ahead of McDonald moving forwards, and that's where they really want to be heading into lifts. Ngoka with a slightly bigger deadlift than McDonald. Certainly slowed down, but Ngoka certainly has a big grind in him if he needs it. It's a good lift. I think if it was me, I would make a small jump there. Joseph McDonald now, the final second attempt from Trinidad and Tobago. 250 kilos, just 3 kilos off that world junior record, and McDonald certainly will want to pick up a chip heading into deadlift. He is slightly lighter than Ngoka, but trailing behind on total currently. Wow, and I think it's comfortable to say he has at least 3.5 kilos left in that. 3 white lights, a good lift, and 2 bench presses remaining. First of which, Joshua Ngoka from Great Britain. And we were wondering if he was going to take that 2.5 or 7.5. They're going for a 7.5 kilo jump and really trying to make the gap too large for McDonald to bridge. This would be a big personal best for Ngoka. Already has bench press silver secured. Second wasn't the quickest in the world, but he definitely can grind if he needs it. Let's see if 7.5 kilos is on the money.
It's not there on the day.
That aggressive jump could hurt him if McDonald makes his final attempt. They're separated only by 10 kilos. Ngoka, the heavier of the 2 lifters. Joseph McDonald from Trinidad and Tobago, 257.5 kilos, 4.5 kilos above the current world junior record. We didn't see Ngoka take a chip for his squat. We're not seeing McDonald take a chip for his bench. It's pretty unusual, but at the very least at this point, it means that record for record, they're matched going into deadlifts if he is to get this without that chip. Oh, and he is pushing. He's almost at that lockout. He manages to get it to the lockout position, and it is a good lift. 3 white lights and a new world record, and begins to close the gap between himself and Ngoka heading into the deadlifts. Separated by only 10 kilos. Currently, McDonald now ahead as it stands, of course, with the separate deadlift openers. Ngoka actually ahead on prognosis by 10 kilos as the 20 kilo difference in their deadlift openers. Joseph McDonald from Trinidad and Tobago, 330 kilos, fighting for that overall extremely wide sumo there. No, just trolling us. Conventional king right here.
It's trolling with that opener, but 330 is gonna fly.
And he's got enough energy to give us a little meme. I gotta say, he got me for a second there. He had me in the first half. 350 kilos for Joshua Ngoka, Great Britain, for his opening attempt. Ngoka with the larger deadlift of the 2. This will put him 10 kilos ahead of McDonald.
Wow.
And you've got to think there's, what, 50 more kilos in that?
Oh yeah, minimum.
Our final 2 deadlift second attempts, and they are for Joseph McDonald and Joshua Ngoka. 350 kilos for Joseph McDonald, 20 kilo jump. This takes him into the lead in deadlift and overall for the time being, with Ngoka to follow. Still moving very well.
Yeah, it's not meme time anymore, it's game time. 3 white lights for the Burger Man.
And the bar is loaded for Joshua Ngoka from Great Britain, 375, a 25 kilo jump, and this will pull him back into gold in deadlift and overall and increase the gap in between himself and McDonald. Let's see how fast this moves.
Oh, blinking, you miss it for Joshua Ngoka.
He moves into first, and it would be a big push for McDonald. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the main event, and the bar is loaded for Joseph McDonald from Trinidad and Tobago, 372.5 kilos to pull into pole position ahead of Joshua Ngoka, give him his best shot of becoming junior world champion. And he asked for some support from the crowd as he heads into this huge final attempt. It would land him on a 965 total. This would have matched the current world junior total record. Blocks it out. What a strong finish for McDonald. 2-1, a big lift, and the crowd on their feet. And we've seen that attempt change come in.
That was the burger and the fries, but does Joshua Ngoka has the extra sauce to walk away with the title.
And the bar is loaded for Joshua Ngoka from Great Britain, a rising star, 385 kilos, looking to take the title ahead of Joseph McDonald. 385 on the bar for the world title and a new junior total record.
And the grip gives up on the bar for Ngoka.
And it is not there, unfortunately. Does not get that final pull, which means Joseph McDonald from Trinidad and Tobago is your new junior world champion. What a turn of events. We knew it was going to be tight right up until that last deadlift, and the grip just wasn't there for Ngoka. And overall, in silver after missing that final pull, with a still mammoth 957.5 from Great Britain, Joshua Ngoka, and your new 120 junior world champion from Trinidad and Tobago, 965, matching the world junior total record, Joseph McDonald.
Come on, boys! Come on! Let's go!
Please stay with him all the time. Okay, he's suffering. Obviously,
Drop test! Finally, drop test! Yes! Let's go!